Hey, welcome back to Monstar Gaming. This is a game that I've done a few videos on already. I'm just going to do a really quick recap of the game, just in case you've never heard of it or if you haven't played it before. It's called Heroic. I think Magic Duels, I think is the full name. Really fun. It's similar, I would say, to Clash Royale in that you're on one side, the enemy's on the other side, and you're trying to send your troops strategically to the other side to knock out their tower. So kind of a tower defense game, I guess. But I really like this one, and it's been evolving quite a bit. What makes it a little bit different from those games is that there's one, two, three, four, five. So there's five gods, I guess, that you can choose, and they all have special abilities that they can do, and you can level those up as you play. And the cool thing is that they all have different strengths, so you basically can kind of change it up a little bit depending on who you use. The fire guy up here is the first guy you unlock. I think these two right here are unlocked right at the beginning, Rule and Valen. This one's Rule has a fire, so he does like a fire bomb. Fire might makes him stronger. Number 5 torches the whole lane, only for the enemy. Number 4, I think it torches the side closest to you, which is nice. So if they have a bunch of people right there in your face, you can pretty much knock them out. Valen is cool because he stuns them. So with that first one, he stuns them. The second one, he pushes people back that are really close to your side, which is really useful. And then it stuns them for like a couple seconds. Then you have the hammer, which goes down one of the aisles completely. And once you level up more, it comes all the way back too. So it basically hits everybody twice. 3, I think it gives them a little bit of a shield, and the last one over there is, I haven't really used it, I don't think, but it's like a even better shield, which I'll have to figure out. As you play further, you start getting these pieces. See how like Terran Re has 19 of 60 pieces, so you need to get all the pieces to be able to level them up. Definitely takes quite a while, because there's so many of these units, so you get little pieces here and there. As you level them up, you'll see I need 300 to get them to the next level, versus on a level 2 you only need 60, so that's going to take quite a while. I really like Noella because she freezes. The second one here, she does freezing bolts. She'll shoot 3 of them consecutively, which is really nice. The first one is a freeze, and then reduces their XP and also just stuns them. And then 4 does these little spikes that come out of the ground, so depending, it can kill them immediately, or it pushes them back, which is really nice. Number 4 puts a row of these little ice things like in the way, so they have to defeat those before they can get through. So it's a good way to slow them down. Elena is very powerful, but I haven't figured out how to use her yet. I always use Noella. Valen was a very good one at the beginning. Rule and Valen are very useful right from the get-go. Very, very powerful. But I've been using Noella a lot. These are the minions, just like in any other game. You collect different characters and then you can use them. I think the graphics, the artwork here are amazing. They're nice and bright, saturated. And you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you bring 8 different characters. When you're starting out the game, you only can use like 3 or 4 slots, and then it kind of goes up from there. But 8 is the total. Actually, that might be false because I'm going to go to a battle, and I think there's more slots than that. Anyways, but you can level these guys up too. So they have attack damage, health. It tells you if they're range or melee. Their speed, how quickly they move. These guys are one of the faster ones there. And units per lane is 3. And you can keep leveling these up as long as you have the right resources. So there's coins, and then there's these little runes that you collect. There's different runes for all the different types. So you are going to have to collect a variety of stuff. Depending on their world, that's the kind of rune that they're going to need. So this one's void, so that one needs the red tokens there. So they're all useful. I like these guys because they shoot fiery inferno ray when they spawn. So if you have a bunch of really weak little guys running at you, he can basically take them all out. I only just started using her again. I was using her a ton before. She can shift the lanes that your troops go into. Um, so if they don't see it coming, it's crazy. But if they know that you have a commander, they're going to be looking out for that. Ravenous Scourge is awesome because they multiply every few seconds. So if the enemy does not take care of them, and if they don't have a weapon that hits multiple units, they can really start multiplying very quickly. And then by the time they get to the other side, they're doing some serious damage. These guys are good to put with them. The Fearless Leader inspires your minions to attack by increasing their damage and speed. So he's really good to use to make your other guys stronger in that same lane. But he is melee and he uses like an axe looking thing. So he, I believe, hits multiple people at the same time, which is good. So if you're getting swarmed by little units, he'll do some damage there. Amazon is really strong. She's an epic, and she throws an enchanted spear which pierces through minions. So the spear, however far it goes, will hit everybody in that line of sight there, which is really good. Attack damage you can see is very high, 454 plus 22, and then I can keep going from there. I really like her. She can take out, a swarm of chintzy little units pretty easily, and then does a lot of damage. So once I get her all the way to the other side, she can start pinging for a lot of damage. I really like the Magic Construct. Once spawned, every time new friendly minions are summoned, Magic Construct increases health and damage. So he becomes stronger the more other units you put on the field or on the board. So use them strategically. He only hits one unit at a time, so he can get overwhelmed. But if you bring some support like archers or something else with him to protect him a little bit, just keep spawning your cheap units. So you'll see these guys here only cost 1 to put out, which is really good. And then I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that only cost 3, which is not a lot. So you can very quickly build up a force and then have him going kind of standalone plus a little bit of support. And then you have the enemy deciding if they want to take out the swarm of people that you have on one lane or try to take him out in his defense, and it kind of makes them have to decide what they should do to try to stop you, right? The archer spawns 3 archers. These guys are good. They're not crazy strong. The health isn't amazing. But the good thing is that there's 3 of them. So when they shoot 3 times, which is really good. These guys are really good to go after melee units because you can start hitting them before they get to you. And they're getting shot 3 times basically. So you want to make sure you have these guys when they have these like tanks and things like that coming at you. And then these guys are just quick. Usually kind of puts a little bit of pressure on them to kind of speed up. Or if they don't do a lot of damage and their health is really low, so a lot of times they're going to be like, who cares? But if you can get an early start and you roll them really quick, they're going to have to deal with them because they're going to get to the other side much quicker. One other thing, going back to the heroes, not only do you have units that are going out and doing everything that you want them to do, you're also controlling one of these gods. And combining your units with the special skills here is awesome. Mind you, all of these have 5 skills that they can bring, but they can only bring 2 into battle. So you have out of 5 of them, you can pick 2. Obviously, some of them aren't as leveled up as others, so it's kind of give and take of trying to figure out what's good to use. Now, that's when you're using the battle arena. That's when they pair you up with somebody that's similarly ranked to yourself, which is fun. But at some point, you are going to hit a wall a little bit before you level up some of your stuff or you improve your skill. Now, one cool thing that I want to talk about here is the Colossus Awakening. They have multiple events here, which are really cool. I would say one of my favorite ones is Colossus Awakening. Last Hero Standing is awesome. I think I did a video of that not too long ago. But Colossus Awakening I love, so I'm actually going to do that. This one is interesting because there's a little Colossus, or actually not little, he's a big Colossus unit that starts in the middle of the board. And basically every time you reduce his health to 0, he switches sides. So he, whoever knocks him out, he actually goes in your favor. Let's see if we can find an opponent here. We're just going to do one quick battle just so you can kind of see. There are some bots in this game. I would say about 10 to 15% of the time they'll pair you up with a bot that's ranked close to you, but the majority of the time, yes, they are going to give you another person, to fight against. So the tough thing is you're doing two things at once. Not only are you trying to get the Colossus to wake up and fight for you, you're also making sure that they're not taking out your tower, because at the end of the day, you're trying to defeat their tower all here on the right side. All right, let me get this archer, because not this archer, the Amazon. He'll be able to knock these out in one hit. Beautiful. All right, so one of the easy ways to do well in this one is to pay a ton of attention on the Colossus. Every time you knock him out, his health increases, which means it's going to take longer for you to knock him out. So that's the tough part. But see how I'm worried about the Colossus a little bit, but I'm more worried about taking out their tower over here. So it's kind of give and take of, what do you want to do? What do you want to focus on? Can I kill this before the Colossus gets to me? I think so. I think so. Got him. Good. So the Colossus just acts as like one more thing to worry about, and if you don't pay attention to him and you're only focusing on taking down the other side there, could sneak up on you, because like I said, every time you destroy him or anybody destroys him, he starts fighting for you, but he becomes harder to destroy. So it's harder every time. The first time you knock him out, doesn't really do much, adds a little bit of health. And he doesn't attack anybody, which is the cool thing. The only time he attacks anything is when he gets to one of the sides. All right, so I'm going to try this one. Let's see what we can do. So let's see. It's tricky because if you take them out too quickly, by that time the other side is already working on their troops. So he instantly comes back against you. So it's tricky. Let's see. All right, so now he's going that way. Let me see what we can do here. That's not doing much there. Let's see. Let's do the, oops, that's not good. I'm doing some pretty good damage, but I'm also trying to make sure that the Colossus isn't doing anything crazy. That he's kind of not running off. All right. I think I'm actually in a really good spot here, because he's not doing anything to defend against my units. I think I'm good. Ooh, okay. That's fine. I should still be good. And that's going to increase the attack. Boom. Nice. That's why I like the Amazon, that it shoots through the person and hits really hard. Awesome. So actually, we're going to try one more. That's the other thing too, is you increase your ranking. As you do it, you have 5 lives, which means you can lose 5 times before you get kicked out. And then I think you can pay some in-game currency to extend that. And they usually have like a few days for the event going on. I'm just going to do one more just to see what we can do on this one. So far, I haven't faced anybody who's really tricky. I usually have a lot of trouble when they start bringing out some of their really big guys, or really strong archers, because they can shoot the Colossus from a distance, and then but not really doing anything to me. So by the time they get closer, they've kind of really ramped up a bunch of defenses, or sorry, not defenses, offense. So let's see. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to do that there. So even though he's walking extremely slowly, it's going to put a little bit of pressure on him, the Colossus. Oh, jeez. Which is fine. All right, let's see. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that there. I'm going to do that there. I'm going to do that there. Oh, see, good. So we hit him pretty good. Yeah, when he turns around, though, he does some damage. So sometimes you have to be careful if you have wimpy people. Um, it's not going to help. Cool. So I use the commander to change lanes. Oh, see, so they use their spell right there really well. Oops, I did not want to do that. Because now they're using a big unit. Oof. All right, let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do this here. Oh, that's not going to be good. So my guys up there are doing some stuff, but I need something stronger over here or else I'm going to die. Okay, good. All right, so now I need something better than that because that's not... Let's see. I think I'm going to do this here. And then I can do this and freeze these guys, which would be good. It's going to push these guys back. My guy up there is doing some damage, which is good. I'm going to bring all these guys down here. Let's see what we can do. I'm worried about these guys going down here on the bottom here, but let's see what we can do. I need something that does more damage than that, or else I'm going to be in a really, really, really bad spot. All right, let's see what we can do here. I think I'm about to lose, actually, because I don't think I can take this guy out. Unless I can take these guys out before that happens. Quick, quick, quick. Nope. Oh! All right, so I fought somebody that was actually pretty decent. That's good. I like to see that. I like to see where I can kind of improve. And I think I had a couple spots there where I kind of messed up, but that's okay. All right, so yeah, so that was basically it. If you have any questions about the game, it's super fun. Like I said, I play it here and there. Games like Dominations sometimes have a big wait period in between games, or sometimes I just want to go out and do a skirmish and fight. Because basically all this is you're fighting. There's obviously other things you can do. There's a guild, things like that, but a super fun game. Definitely check it out. But yeah, put any questions below that you might have. Thank you.